Alright, first thing and foremost, I'd like to say Barakath Yahweh, Barakath Yahweh Shai, Kal Halalium, Wahawad La, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Waha, Rachaha Kodash. Double honor goes out to the elder apostles and the elder bishops and the elders at the Great Millstone GMS who rule well and who teach well. And Shalom to the Lord's elect of the household of faith. Abba Ratazah, which means Father willing. So Father willing, this lesson is edifying. So you have this new building that's being constructed. All right, in one of the top cities in the USA, that being Atlanta, Georgia. The USA being Babylon the Great, America. All right. Yeah, it's for leasing purposes. Okay. Luxurious, exquisite. Okay. You know how they make them out to be. Whether it be leased for business or housing, that's neither here nor there. All right. But, you know, ultimately the Lord will throw E down. All right. Let's go to the book of the prophet Malachi, who was a prophet of the Lord, and within the book of Malachi there's prophecies. We'll go to chapter 1. We'll go straight to the point in verse 4, and it reads, Whereas Edom saith, We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh hath indignation forever. Yeah, Salaki for pausing it. I'm at the plantation right now, somewhere a bit quieter, where people might pass to and fro. All right, but through the Spirit, Lord willing, this lesson will come out. So, yeah, Malachi 1 and verse 4. All right. So, yeah, the world doesn't realize that the Most High Power is about to destroy America, Babylon the Great. Yahweh Shai will and must return to destroy this whore. Simple as that, man. And Edom, that's Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right, the wicked that the Bible speaks of, is ruling the world in these last days, all right, and he has to be taken out of power before a righteous kingdom can be established on the earth. Can't have two people sat on one throne. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 21, Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. That's right, man. So, yeah, he has a lot to pay for, man. And he will be brought down, he will be destroyed. Okay. All the atrocities that they've committed, all the unaliving and unspeakable things they've done to our people, hidden and not hidden. There's so many things we don't even know about that this devil has done, man. Okay. Let's go to the book of the prophet Joel, chapter 2. I hope another person is not coming to disrupt. Anyway, Joel chapter 2 verse 1, the subheading says, The terrible visitation. Okay. Why does it say this? Because it will result in a lot of people perishing. That's facts, right? In these final days, which we are certainly living through. Okay. In fact, before we go there, let's go to the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. We'll get this in different translations as well. Amos chapter 5, verse 18 reads, Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Yeah, it's not a day of hugs and kisses. Plenty of bloodshed and death. Okay. Let's get this in another translation, NLT, New Living Translation. What sorrow awaits you who say, If only the day of the Lord were here. You have no idea what you are wishing for. That day will bring darkness, not light. Wow, that explained it very well, man. That presented it well. That put itself well. Crying sorrow of heart, men's hearts failing them for fear, literal heart attacks. Hey, it's Bible prophecy. A&P version, woe, which means death and destruction, or destruction, right? Judgment is coming to you who desire the day of the Lord, expecting rescue from the Gentiles. Why would you want the day of the Lord? Is it darkness? It is darkness, judgment, and not light, and rescue and prosperity. It's all right. Gentile part I'm not so keen on. BBE, sorry to you who are looking for the day of the Lord. What is the day of the Lord to you? It is dark and not light. But you get the point, alright? See, a lot. These people in the world, they think they know the Messiah. They think they know the Most High Power and His only begotten Son. Okay, and they're going to be sadly mistaken when they see a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah crack these cards and come back, waging war, man. Okay, you see? All right? Come back, angry, vengeance. All right? With a sword, man, that's a killing instrument. Okay, it's coming back to wage war. All right? Put it that way, man. All right? Let's go, back to Joel. Again, prophet of the Lord. Within the book of Joel, there's prophecies. Right, chapter 2 and verse 1. Okay. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Yeah, we are sounding the alarm in the Lord's holy mountain. Who is the Lord's holy people? The Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and the Israelite foreign and speckled birds scattered across the whole world, resembling these other nations, but you are Israelites going back to your father's lineage. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, again on your father's side. Okay, they make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay, and we're calling you, to wake up to the truth of the Holy Bible, to wake up to your true heritage, culture, identity, nationality. All right, wake up to the prophecies written within the Holy Bible, within these scriptures. Okay, facts. And if your spirit resonates with this truth, despite your outward appearance, then you indeed are an Israelite. Okay. So it's written in Romans. Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. That's right. Okay, you can be looking like a, so-called Chinese person, which is a Moabite, all right? But if you gravitate towards the truth and you believe, all right, in this word, believe on Yahweh Shem Yahshai, you call upon those names in sincerity and in truth, then you're an Israelite. You believe in these prophecies and repenting, right? Because it's a spiritual thing, man, not a colour thing, all right? Let's go back to, Joel chapter 2. Where was that? Yeah, got my notes here. So the day of the Lord is near at hand, man. So much happening. Okay, verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong. There hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Yeah, this great and strong people is referring to the thermonuclear missiles. Okay, that's how you know that it's not talking about actual human beings. All right, and we know the earth will abide forever, so that lets you know that a ruling people will always be on the earth, and that will be the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. Verse 3, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. Right, that lets you know that it's referring to the thermonuclear missiles. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. Okay. All these lovely landscapes and buildings and flashy cars. Yeah, they look appealing to the eye, of course. People like nice things. Okay. Of course. All right. Yeah, it says the land is as the Garden of Eden before them. All right. Yeah, the scenery is splendid. The word Eden in the Hebrew is pronounced Aidan, which means paradise, because it looks beautiful. All right. Before the fire came. Before them what? A desolate wilderness, and nothing shall escape them. See, the Most High is about to humble all of this, man. All right. You know, Babylon the Great America is going to be turned into a lake of fire. So all your Ferraris and Bugattis and mansions and swimming pools and all that, yeah, it's about to just be melted away, man. Yeah. Let's go from there to the book of the prophet Obadiah. All right. We'll start at verse 1. Look at the subheading. Edom will be humbled. Exactly. All right. Verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Yeah. E is a so-called white race, man. All right. E came out all over red like a hairy garment. All right. It's not rocket science. All right. It is if the spirit's not working with you. So E is our top enemy. He's the border of wickedness. Right. They were cursed with that leprosy. See, these are the heathen nations have melanin within them, right, which is normal. Like the Hamites, so-called African people. Elam, so-called Indian people, Iranians, Bangladesh, Pakistanis. Salaki for that. Yeah, those people. Ishmael, so-called Arabs. All right. Japheth, so-called Samoans, Pacific Islanders. They've got melanin. Moab and Ammon, so-called Chinese and Japanese. A lot of them are very light though, as well. You know, he mixed, got in them too. All right. A lot of them also do that skin bleaching. That was even common among our people too, even Southern Kingdom, like Jamaica, skin bleaching and stuff. All right. Yeah, man, Japheth, they're thick as pig shit, them. Now, these are the heathens, they're not Israelites. Of course, we've got Israelites amongst them. All right. But they've got melanin. Of course, we have melanin. But E, starting with them, along with the other nations, will be humbled. Okay. Yeah. Obadiah in the Hebrew is Ibadiah, which means servant of Yahweh. Now, these are the heathens. They do business with E. Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Yeah. These are the nations, they do business with E, but really they just despise E. People despise the USA, even European countries, even though they're Edomite counterparts. All right? Yes, these other nations will travel to America to study or to do business. However, you know, they're still greatly despised. All right? Verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's the mentality of E. They believe they will be on top forever. All right, but the Most High is about to bring them down. Facts. Okay. Verse 4. Excuse me. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, a proud bird, and it's a high flying bird, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, space stations and stuff like high up there, all right, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yeah. Also, you got these high office skyscrapers they like to build. That's prideful. The views may be cool and all, but it's still pride. You know, it does look, you know, lovely and stuff, but you know, that's just how proud E is. Right? They can construct these. They think that, you know, they can do anything. It's above everyone like that. Nah. About to be humble, my dude. Yeah. Recently from RT News, right? You had an explosion at a cafe in the Syrian capital of Damascus, which has unalived at least 5 people. Right, and more got injured. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna end the lesson there. So, Lord willing, this was edifying to whoever's watching and listening. Okay. We say, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Waha V'cha Kodash. Shalom to the Most High's elect. Only of the household of faith. And a bad babal.